let's talk about what we did yesterday, because there's a little change of pace, right? You guys worked with the counselor, Mr. Bruce, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what did he talk about? Someone raise their hand and tell me. Yes.
He talked about like stress and stuff.
Stress, yep. And what more importantly, I heard over here?
Mindfulness.
Mindfulness. And what does it mean to be mindfulness? Or to be mindful? They may know?
Mindfulness.
What did he have you guys do to be mindful?
Close your eyes.
Breathing
Close your, yep, some breathing exercises. So you can get to like lay down and do that. Because mindfulness is all about being aware of what's around you. Being aware of what you're doing, the people that are around you, and the things that you're doing. Alright? Anything else you want to say about the mindfulness? What do you guys take away from that mindfulness? Did you guys find it helpful? Yeah, doing those deep breathing techniques. It's a little weird at first, isn't it? But then like once you get into it, I actually do meditation every day for like 10 minutes, and I found that it really helps with my stress levels. What are other things that you can do to reduce your stress levels other than meditate? Like what do you guys do when you're stressed out or you're mad? Yeah.
You can melt.
Melt, yeah, doing that melting. That was kind of cool, I like that one. What about other things? Like, you know, you might...
Imagine where you are.
What's that?
Imagine like where you are.
Yeah, like becoming aware where you are, but then like maybe like going to your happy place. That would be a good way. Yeah.
Is that like 4-step breathing or something?
The 4-step breathing, yeah. What about, I mean, in the other class they talked about maybe going for a run, or some girl said she liked to clean when she was stressed. So that's another thing that you could do. Awesome. Anything else about that? Yeah.
Can I just say if I have a sweatshirt?
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. So maybe, do we want to do some breathing techniques or do we want to do some yoga today?
Yoga.
Yoga.
Alright, everybody stand up.
Breathing.
No yoga.
Yoga.
Okay, so we're going to do hands up if you want breathing.
We are breathing.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, now hands up if you want yoga. 1, 2, 3. Okay,
That sucks.
I guess we're doing breathing.
Okay, I'm breathing right now. It's over.
Alright. Alright, everyone
Breathing right
quiet
now.
if you want to do this. Boys and girls. Okay. So everybody, you can either close your eyes, keep your eyes open. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And deep breath out. And just doing these deep breaths will help you with if you're ever stressed out. Just take a step back, right? Does anyone want to come up here and show us how to do some 4-square breathing? Yeah. Let's all be respectful while he's coming up. Alright, lead us through that 4-step breathing.
4-step breathing.
Yep.
You breathe in. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. And hold it. Repeat.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yes, let's all give him a round of Alright guys. Now we're going to move in to STDs and STIs, which STD and STI is basically an interchangeable term, so we can use them both for the same thing. Sexually transmitted disease / infection. Alright, so can someone share with me what they wrote on their sheet of paper? Something that they know or think you know.
I wrote a paragraph.
Okay, we're going to come back to you.
You can get a STD from having sex with someone who's had STD.
Yep, that is correct. You get sex from, you get an STD from having sex with someone, right?
I said you should go to a doctor if you think you have an STI or STD in order to receive treatment.
Yes, that's one of the most important things. As embarrassing as it is, it's super important. And everybody gets checked for sexually transmitted diseases. If you're having sex, you need to get checked by your doctor, regardless. Okay. Alrighty. Anything else anyone would like to share? You have anything? Okay. Alright, now we're going to go through and we're going to look at some facts and myths. Okay, what's a myth? Things that are not true, okay? So when I'm going through these, put your thumb up if it's a fact, or down if it's a myth, okay? Up for fact, down for myth. Alrighty. What? Alright, teenagers rarely get STDs.
What?
Teenagers rarely get STDs. So yes, that is a myth. Hundreds of thousands of teenagers get STDs each year, and actually half of the people that are infected by STDs, I think I was looking at this, from ages 15 to 24, so it's mainly younger people. And why do we think it's mainly younger people?
Because they have more unprotected.
More unprotected sex, what else? You had your hand raised?
Because old people don't have as much.
That could be too, yep.
They're dumb.
They're uneducated about sexually transmitted diseases. Is that what you were gonna say too? Yeah, so that's why it's important that we're having this talk, right guys?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright, it only takes one sexual encounter with an infected person to get an STD. Up for fact, down for myth. It takes one sexual encounter with an infected person. Right, looks like we have the same idea. One time, guys. One time having sex with someone who has an STD can receive an STD. Alright. A person cannot get more than one STD at a time.
Wait, what?
Person cannot get more than one STD at a time, so you can only have one at a time, is what they're saying. Right, you can have multiple STDs at a time, which is like even more bad. More the reason to get checked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let's make sure we're listening, please. Alright. If a person gets an STD once, he or she cannot get it again. So say someone got chlamydia, they can't get it again if they've already had it.
It depends on
So yes, it looks like we're all right. You can get an STD more than once. Okay? Let's see. If your partner has an STD, you'll see it. Looks like we're all thinking myth. That is true. You do not see all types of STDs. A lot of them actually are super, you won't get any symptoms at all. So that's why it's important that if you are having sex, and I cannot urge you enough, you need to go to the doctor to get that checked out. And everybody does it, so. All right. What's another good one here?
What about you,
If you get checked and you're STD free, your partner doesn't need to get checked as well. So if you're checked, you're fine. Right. Just because you get checked and you're fine doesn't mean that your partner hasn't had it. You can have sex with an infected person and not get it. Okay? Let's see. You should never use the same condom more than once. Right, condoms are only for one-time use. And another thing, if you're gonna have sex, you need 2 forms of birth control. Can anybody raise their hand and tell me what those would be? Yes.
I only know one. A condom.
Yep, condom always. And then whatever type of birth control the woman would need, such as the pill or yep, the shot or other methods like that.
pill.
Like a pill.
cyanide.
Yep. Guys, I know we want to talk with you, please. Eyes up here. Yes.
Some people, they don't wanna have to like go in for shots or because we take pills, they might forget, so instead they have like a surgery where they put in like a needle in their forearm.
Yep.
That will slowly, inject what you would get in the
That's not
shot.
surgery, that's
No, it's just called a shot.
No, they put it in your arm,
Yeah,
and they leave it there.
Yep, it's a shot that goes in your arm.
Oh.
And then, yeah.
That goes in your arm.
But he has the right idea. That's why we're talking about this, guys, so we can clarify.
HPV can be vaccinated.
Yes, and their HPV is the one where you have 3 shots. Yep,
Oh, yeah. And they hurt really bad.
they do hurt bad, but they are super important. Why do you think they're important? Hey? Yeah. And so I think I don't think it's required, but a lot of people do. When you go into the doctor anytime, probably about now, they'll start asking you if you want to get the HPV. Did you? Yeah.
Because my mom.
Yeah.
Where do you get the shot?
Yeah, and the doctor.
In your arm.
Alright, so, okay.
Alright, guys. We'll do a couple more. As long as you use a condom, you cannot get an STI. As long as you use a condom, you cannot get an STI.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Most of them are counted.
Someone tell me why. Why can you still get an STI if you use a condom?
Oh,
Condoms can break, yes.
Yeah, I feel like if
Uh,
you use like the ultra thin condoms, like you might break out.
That leads to my next one. You can only get an STD by vaginal sex.
What?
You can only get an STD from vaginal sex. What is vaginal sex? That is like the traditional like penis and vagina.
Oh,
Like there's oral sex and then there's
no,
yeah.
no,
Your answer is no?
yeah.
Okay, explain why.
Because I think like, cause like the man might just like spread bad stuff to the woman like through like the mouth if they do like a blow job or something like that.
Or
Yep, if they have oral sex, you can still get STDs from oral sex.
That was true when gay people wasn't so prevalent in the AIDS epidemic.
Exactly, yep. And that's like another important thing, so when we think of AIDS, so a common myth about AIDS, I'll just say it, is that it's only for gay people or gay men. But this is not true, anybody can get AIDS, it's sexually transmitted disease. Yeah.
But gay people weren't educated about safe sex when the AIDS epidemic hit because
Can we all listen? She has some really important things to
you
say.
already did it.
gay people weren't educated about safe sex when the AIDS epidemic hit because gay people weren't accepted. But so gay people have the highest prevalence for AIDS, but now gay people are way more educated about safe sex and they have a lot less like STDs and straight.
Right, yep. Yeah, it's all about the lack of education, is why a lot of people do get STDs. Thank you for sharing, that was super awesome. Alright, now I want you to flip your sheet over, and I want you guys all to write down what is the purpose for learning about STDs/STIs. Just one thing of the purpose, why we're doing this. This will be your ticket out the door as well, okay? So please be ready.
Where do we register this song?
Right on the other side. The purpose of learning about STDs. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just be writing right now. You guys know what
Right?
to do.
Why we learn about